G'day everyone, and welcome to Vilnius, the capital of Lithuania. Now I'm just down on the Neris River at the moment, which is my favourite part of this entire city, and just thought let's just go for a walk. But please note, I've been crook in bed for the last 2 days. A cold has really struck me down, so I haven't been out and about. My energy is low, so bear with me if this video isn't up to scratch, but we'll see how we go. Alright. So as I mentioned, this is my favourite part of this city, and I often think how it would be during summer, a nice summer afternoon walking along this beautifully landscaped river. I think it would be quite nice. But my thought is we'll go up the stairs here and check it out from the upper level, and then from the river I'm going to cut the video there and I'll quickly walk 200 or so meters to the cathedral, which is the #1 tourist destination in this city. We'll check that out, and then later today I thought I'll go probably about lunchtime into the city centre and into the old town and have a bit of a look around there once everyone wakes up a little bit, because it's only, I think it's about 9:30 a.m. right now. It's 5 degrees, so it's quite cold. Bit of wind, which Lithuania in general is known for, its wind. So yeah, everyone's going to be still in bed at the moment, and shops don't open until 10 a.m. anyway, so I thought lunchtime would be the perfect time just to go for a walk, and hopefully it doesn't rain. But that's just a beautiful path. Should have shown you actually. You can see all the leaves on all the plants are starting to change now, fully into autumn mode. Looks really beautiful, especially these red ones in front of us. How bright is that red? So awesome. But that's I guess you could call it almost the central business district over there. It's definitely the newer part of town, apartment buildings mainly. So that side of the river new, this side of the river old. So we'll go for a walk through the old side a little bit later. I'll just walk to the other side of this bridge here, just to give you a bit of a peek on the other side. Yeah, bloody cold has really struck me down. I've avoided getting a cold up until, well, now, really. So I've done well. Hopefully it's the only one for the cold season, and we should be right after this. But we shall see. It's starting to get bitterly cold now as well. The temperature doesn't really go above 8 to 10 degrees in Vilnius. At this time of year, so yeah, she's cold. So I'll cross the road just here quickly and give you a bit of a zoom in of the fort, which is up on the hill here. But this is so up that road there is heading towards the cathedral, which I'll walk to in a minute to show you guys around there as well. You've got the fort up on the hill there. Might just go here and I'll just zoom in a little bit. You can either walk up on the hill, or you can catch it's like a funicular, an enclosed cabin type machine that will get you up there. But that's probably not a very good view because we're looking right into the sun at the moment. But just know that is also a major tourist attraction in this city. Let's go down to the river now. It's quite a shame, it was sunny earlier. The weather is changing so rapidly here, from rain to sun, rain to sun. This is the best weather that I've had since I've been here, so that is good. So yeah, that's the Neris River. So I'll leave this here. As I said, I'll go up now to the cathedral and show you around there. Cheers guys. G'day everyone. Almost at the cathedral now, so I'll switch the camera around now and let's walk there. Really love this path. it is just such a beautiful path now in autumn, with these trees all changing and dropping their leaves for the winter. But as you can see ahead, I like to call this building straight ahead the clock tower, and then to the left, which is mostly behind trees at the moment, is the cathedral. And we'll go into the cathedral. Look, for such a huge building, the inside, it's not all that super impressive, but the outside definitely is. It's massive. But also, yesterday, when I got the strength to go for a short walk, I found that inside this church is probably the most warm place in the city, and it's nice and peaceful. So it's good to head in there and just check it out if you want to warm up a little bit. Right, so I won't talk when I get in there, and yeah, show you around a little bit. Thank you. Alrighty. So it is a little bit different, that cathedral, where you got the main hall that goes straight down, and you got these other little rooms off to the side with all different, I don't know what you call them, designs. Not sure what the official term would be. Just little prayer rooms, I guess, that you can go into and check out. But I just thought this is a square right on the bell. Getting good at timing these bells. Now this square is definitely more active during summer and on particular weekends. It's actually, I remember last time I was here, it was about 8 or so years ago, and it was quite warm while I was here in that time, and yeah, there's definitely a lot more people in this square, but being windy, as you can probably hear right now, and cold, yeah, everyone's not standing here for too long. That's just a look back on the beautiful old building. If you see this building, you know exactly where you are in Lithuania. There's nothing else quite like it in the world. Really beautiful. I'll just go up and see what this sculpture here is all about. Yeah, so that's stop 2. As I said, I'll wait a little bit now and head into the old town at about lunchtime and show you around there and talk a little bit more. But yeah, just know it's a small city, a very, very old city, very, very historic city, and the way that they have maintained the old town, as you will see, is really, really good. So yeah, look forward to showing you around there. Alright, cheers guys. Hey guys, so we're back again. It's about 3:30 in the Arvo now. I know I said I was going to go out over lunch, but I just did not have the energy. This cold has hit me for 6. So anyways, let's go for a walk now down a few of the entertainment streets and I'll show you around. But just to give you some sort of idea of where we are now, that's the cathedral and the clock tower over there. And as you swing around here, this is one of the entertainment streets. And by entertainment streets, I mean like the cafes, restaurants, bars line these streets. There's probably about 3 of them in this city. All really beautiful to walk along. But also note that it's 3:30 in the afternoon on Wednesday and it is around 7 or 8 degrees. So not the best time to sit outside and enjoy a meal or drink. Not the best weather, I mean. So yeah, just bear that in mind. That's why it's pretty bare at the moment. But in saying that, still really nice to look at. So I thought I'll walk down a couple of these streets and we'll see what we can find to show you guys around this beautiful old town. And as you can see, it is a really nice walking street. Cars are allowed down here every now and then, but definitely not a main thoroughfare, which is awesome. And apologies if you can hear me breathing. Just, yeah, as I said, I'm struggling a little bit at the moment, which is such a shame because this is a beautiful city. But oh well, what do you do? See how they've decorated some of these places. They've put in so much effort into some of these restaurants. It's really, really beautiful. Old buildings up throughout. Kind of reminds me of the streets of Glasgow a little bit, but a narrow streets with tall buildings. It's really, really beautiful. So I'll just walk a little bit up this way. As you probably have noticed, all the streets running from the river head up until you get to the top of the hill, really. It's a slight incline. They're very easy to walk along. There's a tourist souvenir shop there. All really easy to walk along. So yeah, you don't really need to worry about the hills in this city, that's for sure. Anyways, I'll just walk up to the intersection up here, see what's up to here. If there's not much, I'll end this one here, then I'll walk to one of the other restaurant streets and do a bit of filming there as well. It's really, really nice to walk along here. It's really peaceful, away from the traffic, out of the wind too, which is nice. Very unusual to be out of the wind in this city. And as soon as I say that, the wind blows, of course. So I'll just go up to the end here. Some really nice old hotels in the city. I'd love to have a look or stay in some of them. I'm in a hostel myself now. It's a private room in a hostel. Reasonably cheap for a private room in a hostel in this city. I think it's only about $60 a night. But yeah, you can spend up big if you like. But around every corner, you've got something to look at. The huge church buildings. As I've mentioned numerous times, the trees are looking beautiful at the moment. It's actually a really nice time to come here. It's just such a shame that I've had a cold most of the time I've been here. Trying desperately to get rid of it before I head further north. Definitely don't want to be like this in Latvia, which is next. So hence I've been resting more than what I probably would usually, to try and get over whatever it is that I've got. Alright, we'll just go up to this church up the end here, and I'll call it quits, and I'll walk to the other street. But just know that this street during the summer comes alive. My God, is it such a good vibe. They got all the tables and chairs out into the road. People are out enjoying the nice weather, having some drinks and some food. It's just a really good vibe. So if you can kind of imagine that now, then go for it. But yeah, this is a really nice intersection here. See what's on these photo boards. See if there's anything interesting that I can show you guys. Probably photos from the past, which would be pretty cool. Yep, the old historical photos. That's what it's like when it snows here. To be honest, it's not too far away from snowing. Another few degrees less overnight and get some rain. I reckon it'll be snowing quite easily here pretty soon. Which I'm looking forward to in the countries coming up. Gloves, hats. Right. Cool. I might leave this here. I'll relocate and I'll join it back up in a minute. Cheers, guys. G'day guys, and welcome to stop 3 of 3. Now I've just had to wait a little while because we just had a heap of rain come through. As I said in the previous video, there's a lot of rain this time of year and it just comes and goes all day long. So let's turn the camera around now before it rains again and do another video. And we're kind of in the heart of the city centre now. So you got the river down the bottom and the city goes up from the river, a slight uphill gradient. It's nothing too steep, so very, very walkable. But yeah, this is, as you can see, a lot more modern up here. And as you can see just down there, you've got the cathedral down the end of the street there. And this is the main street going up the guts of the city. So what I'm going to do is just going to walk along here for a little while and then head off into another street where there's some other bars and restaurants, and we'll talk you through that area also. It's interesting, this street along here is blocked off mostly to traffic on the weekends. I thought it was a permanent thing, but it's not, obviously. There's all the traffic going up and down here now. But Saturday and Sunday, there's no traffic along here. People are walking along here. It's really quite nice. Kind of wish they did that permanently, to be honest, but obviously it's one of the main thoroughfares and gets a heap of traffic. A little park here on the right. There's a big protest there on I think it was Saturday or Sunday, Saturday afternoon, with regards to Free Palestine. A few Israel supporters there as well, so I stood there for a little while, thinking there'll be a bit of aggression shown, but it was all pretty well behaved. But as you can see, it's a lot more modern up here. You got the big hotels are all here. The Novatel's here, just over the road there. The buildings are a lot more modern. So we'll shoot off now into one of these side streets. As I said earlier, there's probably about 3 streets in Vilnius with regards to restaurants and bars and cafes, and this is probably the most popular one down here. So we'll head down there and check it out. But just one word of warning, these are pedestrian crossings here, but I have realised that these cobblestones are actually really slippery. I've seen that many cars slip, and so just watch out that the cars are actually going to stop before you cross the road, because yeah, the amount of times I've seen cars slide is ridiculous, given that they probably live here and they should be used to these conditions. But yeah, now we're into one of the good streets. It's a walking street, this one, so brilliant. You don't have to worry about cars or traffic, and it's really quite nice. The way they've done this, kind of transport yourself to a nice summer's night where everyone would be out walking along here and sitting in these alfresco areas, just enjoying the environment, because it is really quite nice along here. As you can see, this structure that we're walking under now would usually have all tables and chairs and would be full on any night of the week if it was nice weather. But one thing that they have done to get around the cold weather is they do have places that serve warm wine and beer, that being one of them there. So you'll see places with red in them a lot, and they're serving warm alcoholic drinks, which for these cold places during winter would be ideal. Just sort of clouds behind me. I think we're going to get hit by another shower pretty soon, so hopefully we'll get through this in time. But as you can see, again, they put a lot of effort into their places, but I think it's probably worth talking about with regards to Lithuanian people as opposed to where it just came from in Poland. They are so different. Polish people are warm, welcoming, friendly, open. Lithuanian people, not so much. Even the people working in the bars, they're a little bit standoffish. As soon as they find out that you're not from here, their attitude and demeanour changes. Is really quite interesting. Even asking a simple question like, what's a local beer that I can try? It's a little bit of a weird question for them. They kind of frown a little bit. And I go, what the hell is that? And then having a conversation with people as well. It is so much more difficult here than in Poland. And it's just across the border. It's really, really interesting. And I was trying to think as to why. Maybe it's just the winter or the cold weather now has arrived and they know they've got months of this ahead. I don't know. Or they're just not that accepting of tourists. Again, no idea. It's just a really strange vibe, and it was a little bit disappointing on Saturday night. I was up for a good time. I just felt my cold come on at that stage and thought, oh, this will kill my cold. It's obviously backflipped on me on you. That didn't work. But yeah, I was probably out until, I don't know, midnight, 1 o'clock or something like that. And yeah, it's just, the whole night was a bit of a struggle. Whereas in Poland, definitely not. They're all welcoming, warm, funny, friendly people. But here, a lot more serious and a lot more not accepting, which was a shame. You got coming to the end of where the main popular bars are here, with Republic here on the right. It's a pretty good place to hang out in. Had a few beers in there. It's quite a nice big bar. One thing I do like about this place is that you can sit at the bars, so that's good. It's great for socialising, especially when you're travelling by yourself. Now, a place that really annoyed me the other night came down to a bit of a verbal stoush with the security at the front, and as soon as I said hello to them, as soon as they realised that I was not from here, they said, you can't come in here. And that is this place on the left here. So to tourists, do not spend your money in this place here. What is it? Santoria. Do not go in there and spend your money. They do not like tourists. They do not want, obviously, tourists to spend their money in there. As I said, there was 3 security out here at the front the other night, and they said no. As soon as I said hello, I wasn't drunk. I'd only had 3 beers by that stage, but as soon as they found out that I spoke English, was not allowed in. So tourists, do not go in there. Don't spend your money there at all. There's a lot better places to spend your money, like this place here that doesn't look very good at the moment because the doors are shut. But Gringo here is a really fun place. the bar staff in this place are amazing. They're friendly, unlike the other places that you'll go to along this street. So I highly recommend Gringo, but don't go over the road to that horrible place there. Now we're almost at the end of the street now. What else can I mention about this city? It's small. This country is small, which I love. I love these smaller cities. They're easy to navigate, easy to walk around. And also there is also oh god, I need to go to bed again, I think. This city is also divided. There is I guess an area of this city that do not classify themselves as being in this city and or country. They have totally separated themselves from this country, and they have their own, not government, or perhaps they do, but their own entry system is totally different from this area. So that would be worth looking or checking out when you're here. I just haven't had the time because obviously I've been in bed sick. So yeah, that's another interesting part of the city. Also, as I mentioned, it's very walkable. It is a beautiful city, regardless of the people. You'll get that anywhere, to be honest. I just haven't experienced anything like that anywhere else in the world, in a bar where they turn you down basically because you don't live here, and that fucking annoyed me. So yeah, anyways, onwards and upwards. I'm off to Riga tomorrow. Riga in Latvia, one of my favourite towns / cities in the world. It's a small city like this one, probably even smaller than this, but beautiful layout. I cannot wait to show you the trees there. The only reason I'm going there is to see the colours of the trees now, so that'll be pretty cool to have a look at. And yeah, it's going to get colder and colder. Look, I bet it won't be too far away from snowing. If we get some minus nights here, it's going to snow pretty soon, so not too far away from that. I'm going to be travelling around Latvia for just about a week, and then I'm off to Sweden, going to catch a ferry to Sweden, and then to the UK for about a month. So yeah, some cold temperatures ahead. Just need to get over this cold and we'll be right, because I do love cold weather and really looking forward to seeing the upcoming countries, which I will video as I go. Right, cheers guys, hope you enjoyed this one. Over and out from Lithuania. Bye.